everybody. Okay, so we have some fun projects. Today I was going through my stash. I have a lot of stuff in my craft room, and you know what? I really need to use some of it. So I found a bunch of picture frames, and I thought, oh my gosh, we could do some fun things with these, right? So we got creative. I did have a couple of moments, but that's okay. We plowed through and we got through. Listen, you have to stay to the end. The last one is my favorite. It's the easiest, and it's almost like one of those projects that you're like, wow, what? Why didn't I do this before? But anyways, super fun. And oh, hey, hi. I'm Colette with Blessings Craft Therapy, if you didn't know. And if you did, thanks so much for coming back. All right, let's get to the projects. So we have this picture frame. I have some rulers. I used 4. I also have this fabric from Dollar Tree, and I love it. I used 2 different ones, though. I'm also using some matte Mod Podge, and then I got these beads on clearance from the Christmas section, so we're going to use those. And they were $10. I didn't pay $10. All right, so here is our cute little frame. Adorable. We're going to turn it around, open up those flap things, the little metal tabs, and you're going to pull the backer off, and then you're going to pull out the jute. Yes, friends, we'll save it for another project. We'll save the jute in the cute little clothespins, but we're not going to use them for this one. So take those out. Done. Now, I'm going to just warn you right now, this project gave me a run for my money. I changed it 45 times, it felt like, and it made me frustrated. But we persevered. So here's one of the fabrics we have, and super pretty, right? It's a new one. I just found it at Dollar Tree. Again, I have matte Mod Podge. I have mine in a condiment bottle. Yes, it's so much easier to do it this way. So I put this Mod Podge on the backer. This was what was in our frame. So all I'm going to do is put my Mod Podge on it and then just spread it out evenly. Once I get it spread out, then we're going to let it dry. We want it to be... Now, you could put the fabric on like this. I did not want to put the fabric on like this only because sometimes you get bubbles and then I had to wait for it to dry. Well, I don't have time for that. So I spread it all out. I used my heat gun, had it dried, and then once it was dry, I added the fabric on top of that, and then we will, so we're going to put that there. Then we're going to iron it. Now, did I put a covering on it like a piece of parchment paper? No. Should I have? Probably. So learn from my mistakes. Because sometimes, so what we're doing here is just activating the Mod Podge again. And sometimes it seeps through the fabric. So just keep that in mind. I flip over my little cardboard thing and I cut off the excess of our fabric. And ta-da. I thought that was going to be it. But I had another idea. So anyways, here is where we have those rulers. I cut off a little bit of that ruler. I'm just using my little Fiskars shears, and see, we're just going to cut them so that they fit in that little well. Now, if yours isn't just right, just sand the edge, and then it'll bring it down enough to fit in that well. I'm just trying to do something so that it is more stable when we put this in. Now, I decided to flip over that backer again that we put the fabric on before. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Mod Podge, let it dry, and then look at this fabric. I decided to make it a 2-sider because, I don't know, I'm feeling froggy, so I figured I'd jump. Why not? That didn't even matter. That didn't even match. That saying didn't go with what we were doing. It's fine. Whatever. So then I cut off the excess. So then what we're going to do is put a little glue in the corners, and then we're going to add our rulers. And then I'm just going to glue the rulers evenly spaced-ish across into that little well. It looks like a box spring, like for a mattress. That's what it reminded me of. But anyway, so that's what we did here. Ta-da! I could have probably done less, but here we have it. So then, and this, by the way, is upside down. The frame is upside down. So this is technically the back of the frame, but I'm going to be using it as a front. Then I put some hot glue down, and then I glue the beads. Now, yes, I'm leaving them on the jute. I don't want to work harder, friends. So all I'm doing is putting my hot glue down and then just following the frame. I'm making sure that the beads are glued so that we can get our little cardboard piece out, okay? Because if you don't, then they're going to pop off and it's frustrating. At the end, you do have to cut the beads from their jute and then just glue the extra couple pieces in. But it's not that big of a deal. Then I had 4 little blocks, and I glued each onto each four of the corners on the back. And are you kidding? Look how cute. And then we're going to flip it. What? It's a tray, but it's a two-sider. What? I know. Look how cute this is. Quit it. Anyways, friends. All right, so this is actually a mirror, but that's okay. So we're going to take it apart. I also have some fabric and these cute little hooks from Dollar Tree and some matte Mod Podge. Now, I also, and forgive me, I didn't have this listed, but I also have, this is a piece of canvas board. It's 8 by 10. I put some Mod Podge on the back of it because I'm using it in the back. I know it sounds crazy, but love me through it. It's going to be fine. It's just the back is much smoother than the front, and I think the fabric is going to adhere better. So I put my Mod Podge on, let it dry. We have some fabric, again, from Dollar Tree. It's the new stuff, and I am there for it. So pretty. So I'm just going to put that on our board, and actually I'm just going to put the board on that, and then we're going to just measure it so that we can just cut it out. You could do it the other way and cut it out once it's attached to the board, but it's so much easier this way. So I have it on my board. I spread it out just a little bit, take my iron. Now again, you've probably seen me do many of these. I should have used parchment paper to protect my little iron. My little iron, by the way, I got from Walmart. But all I'm doing is ironing on our fabric. It reactivates the Mod Podge and makes the fabric stick to the board. So that's all I'm doing right here is just ironing it on. Thankfully, my iron didn't get ruined, but just for, just to be clear, you probably should use parchment paper just because, again, it could seep through and get on your iron, and that would be yucky. So nobody wants that. So there we go. I ironed it on. Super fun. I let it cool just a little bit. You want to make sure that you cut off any excess if you didn't measure right, which I didn't. I never do. I can't cut a straight line. Y'all know this. It's fine. But there it is. Perfect. Love it. Very happy. All right, so then we're going to put this back in our frame. We have our backer and all the things. We also are going to take those little hangers that we got from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to sand mine down because I want mine to be really rustic and primitive looking. If you don't like that, don't do it. They have white ones. They have all different colors, but I happen to get the silver ones. So you'll see here, all I'm doing is just, I'm going one way and then I go the other, almost making it look like a crosshatch. You don't have to do that part, but I thought it looked nice. This is going to be for my kitchen. So here we go. We have this back in there. We're going to put the backer on that because this is the part that has the hanger. Make sure if you're using a patterned fabric that has an up and a down that you put your, ask me how I know this, make sure your backer is on the right way so that your fabric is facing the right way when you turn it over. I had to redo it. So upsetting. Anyways, here it is. Look how pretty, right? Then what we're going to do is take those little hooks that we sanded. I did take the adhesive backer off. I put a little hot glue on it, and then I put it on our fabric backed, what do you call it? Frame. Words are hard. But anyways, I measured mine out. I still messed it up. It's fine. But look at how cute this is, right? I needed something for my keys upstairs. So here it is. It's on my wall. Look at how pretty it is. I love it. All right, so we have this frame from Dollar Tree. I'm going to take the backer off. I'm going to take the glass out. Friends, I can't wait for you to see this. It's so easy. I can't even. Now, I did wipe my glass down, but I have these notebooks. Now, listen, if you have loose leaf notebooks, it works even better, but I didn't. I'm just using what I had on hand. So all I did was trace the original page that was in the frame. I just traced it. And I can't cut a straight line, but it's okay because you're not going to see it if it's not right. So I just trim it up. It's just a piece of paper. Again, loose leaf would be even better and faster, but then we're going to put that in our frame. We're going to put the backer back on it. I can't even. This is just so silly, easy. I just love it. But look at, okay, it's on there right. Then I'm just going to put those little tabs down. That's probably the hardest part of this whole project. But we're going to put the tabs down and then we're going to flip it over. Now, you could just stop right there. It's perfect, right? I love it. And I didn't though. So I'm using some Aleene's. It's a heavy duty glue, but it's not toxic. If you want to use E6000 and it doesn't hurt your sensitivities or whatever, then use E6000. So I glue a magnet to the front, and because my little dry erase marker has a little magnet on it. And so look at, you can make a little list, like go to the store, I have a meeting, be awesome. Wait though, I think we're already awesome. Check that off the list. Erase. So weird. I know. Love me through it. Sometimes I get weirder than weird. It's fine. But anyways, look at how much fun, right? So this could be a list. But the other thing, and yes, this wipes off. You could use a regular dry erase marker. You don't have to put the magnet on it. I just did because mine has a magnet on it. But here's another thing you could do. You could take that sheet out, and if you have children that are learning cursive writing or wanting to learn to write their name, you could write what you want them to learn how to write, like I did cursive my name, and then you could add that into your frame. And then they could use the dry erase marker and go over it to practice whatever it is that you're writing, whether it's cursive or just writing their name in general. But look at how fun, right? Come on, that's super fun. And it's decorative because now it's not just some dry erase thing. You could put it and it looks nice in your house. Just saying. Anyways, friends, thanks so much for watching. And I hope this inspires you.